Hey, everyone. Hello. Jody Marvin here, back for day 3 of our virtual assistant 5-day workshop challenge. So, oh my gosh, welcome back, you guys. All right. So, everyone making your way through, I'm just so proud of you guys for continuing to show up and, just bringing your A game, right? And, you guys are just like really showing up and it makes me excited too, right? To show up as well and just to serve you and offer all this value to help you change your life and change your business and just kind of teach you how to get your business off the ground, right? So I want to welcome you guys on for day 3. And we're going to be getting into some really great content here today. All right. So first of all, make sure that you tag a friend and let them know that you are here too, right? And I want to ask you a quick favor. All right. Can you do a quick favor for me and just hit the share button on this live stream and share it to your wall if you feel so inclined. All right. So that we can reach as many people as possible. Okay. All right. Yes. And I would appreciate that share so much. So good morning, Lori. All right. Yes, I saw that you were standing by. I'm so glad that you're here and you're ready to go. All right. And Rega, thank you so much for tagging everyone. And hello, Anne. Yes, it is day 3. So excited about that. So for those of you just catching us right here today, like, if you didn't enroll in the 5-day challenge this week and you just happen to see this coming through your feed inside the collective here or over on Instagram, right? We are on day 3 of a 5-day virtual assistant business building challenge. And all of the replays for days 1 and 2 are in guide 6 here in our group. All right. So have fun, hang out with us here today, but just know that these days are going to, build upon each other. So you'll want to go back and watch day 1 and day 2. Okay. All right. And we will be taking down all the replay videos on Monday, unless you did VIP, right? If you did VIP, you're going to get lifetime access to all of the replays on this 5-day challenge. All right. So as you're rolling in here, you guys say hello, and tell me how the homework went yesterday. Okay. And did you have a chance to check out any of the tools that you learned about? I would love to know. Tell me in the comments. And also remember to check the homework pages in the workbook because, that's how you're going to access all of the bonuses that we're giving in this challenge today. All right. Okay. So it is building an online presence day. And trust me, this is going to be a game changer for sure. Okay. Because this is how you're going to get yourself out there, right, to the world and, help you to bring in those clients. All right. Because you need to be seen, right? Yeah, we can build a business, but we're not going to just build it and the people are going to come. We have to get ourselves out there. We have to spread the word, right? So also a reminder that anyone who completes the homework and posts it in the feed of our Facebook group here in the collective is going to be, now that's for all 5 days and you show up for all 5 days, you're going to be entered into our giveaway drawing that's happening on Friday. And it's a $50 Amazon gift card. Yay, I'm so excited. Who doesn't love shopping on Amazon, right? Okay. All right. So I have a bunch of screens open up over here because I'm sharing a lot of stuff today. Okay. So we're going to dive deep, but before we jump into today's exciting content, I just want to ask you guys a very serious question. All right. And I just want this to, I want you to sit in this just for a minute. Okay. Because today is day 3 already, right? Oh my gosh. It always flies by when we do these challenges and, you put all this work into it and then all of a sudden it's over. But, so I want you to take a pause because today's day 3. Okay. And hi, Sarisha. Great to have you here. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying hello. I'm so glad that you're here. All right. Awesome. So, what I want you to do is I want to anchor you right here and right now. Okay. And what we're doing here together, energetically and everything that we're learning together and building these businesses, right? Because what I'm teaching in this program it's real life business setup stuff, right? It's not just like, okay, I want to be a VA and that's it, right? It's like the actual setting up your business, right? And doing it right from the beginning. And you know what? I have been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. I am very passionate, about teaching others how to get their business ideas off the ground. That's okay, Sarisha. The replays are they're in guide 6. So go back and you can binge watch them. No worries at all. Okay. Totally get it. Life is so busy and it's hard to make it to the lives and we totally understand. All right. But right now we're just taking a pause after the first 2 days because we've gone through a lot of content and, we've had a lot of energy going through this program, right? So, again, I am just so super passionate about teaching others how to get their business ideas off the ground. I love all things business, starting businesses, succeeding in businesses, trying different businesses, also trying different streams of revenue, right? But I want to know right now, how does it actually feel to you energetically as you're working with me and my team through this challenge? All right. And how do you feel about learning how to build your business in the way that we're teaching here? Okay. So do me a favor and hit me up in the comments with maybe like a word or an emoji to describe how you're feeling right now as you're learning about all this content with me and my team, right? We have Raga and Ann. Okay. All right. And yes, what we're teaching you is it's great to get your VA business off the ground and, getting you on your way with a solid plan, but it does take longer than the 5 days, right? But we do these challenges to, just to help you do just that, to get that solid start. Okay. But yes, again, it does take longer, and we're teaching you long haul, right? Because we want our businesses to, be, to grow and to be there for a very, very long time. And, honestly, we're teaching you empire. We're teaching you, like changing the family tree. All right. And we're teaching you how to, to never be tied down to someone else's terms and not have some options. Okay. Hello, Gordy. Thank you for being here. Awesome. And a couple of days ago, I told you guys a story about how there were 2 intruders in my house. Do you guys remember that? If you were on the live, right? Or if you caught the replay. So there were 2 intruders in my house, when my daughter arrived home from school and I wasn't there. And it was just terrible. And that was kind of it for me. That was like a turning point. So I'm sure all of you that are watching now, have a story too, right? And, I've actually had a couple turning points in my life. And I'm just going to tell you, another one of those turning points was when my firstborn was just a baby, right? And she was the kind of baby that never wanted to be held by anyone except for her mama. And, she would just scream even when her daddy was holding her, right? And just ask him, because he's here right now. He always supports me. Gordy, is that not true, right? And, so I was in this season back then when I was working as an office manager of a real estate auction company. And we had this huge tax auction coming up to prepare for, right? And there were going to be over 200 homes sold on the auction block. So it was my responsibility, to coordinate that tax auction, right? So I had tons of planning on my shoulders at work. I had a lot of late nights to prep for that auction. And, it was really, really brutal. Yes, Gordy. Yeah. See, you can account you exactly. But that tax auction was really brutal. Well, one of those evenings leading up to this tax auction, I didn't get home till probably, 11 p.m., and this is after starting work at 8 or 9 a.m., mind you, right? So I'm gone all day long, right? At my corporate job here. And, when I finally walked in the door that night at home, it wasn't good. Yeah. LOL, poor Gordy. Yes. But, so when I walked in the door, it was not a good scene, really. My husband, Gordy he was very distraught. He was upset, and it just wasn't a pretty scene at all. And to keep it mild, he basically let me know that when he tried to put our baby girl, in her crib, she only wanted her mama because seriously, that's the kind of baby she was. And it totally wasn't his fault at all. Right. But so when he put her in the crib, he just explained to me, and he had tears in his eyes too, but that she just put her head on the side of the crib and just cried. And he said that it was one of the saddest things that he'd ever seen. Right. And, that really broke me. Right. And I try not to get emotional when I talk about that. But I loved my job. Right. And I wanted to do a good job in my career. And, honestly, I thought I was doing the right thing at the time because I was contributing to our family's finances. And, well, at least I thought it was the right thing at the time until I got home that night. Right. And, I really wanted to do, break those chains and, and I wanted to be there for my little ones. Right. And that's actually, those are the kind of chains that I'm talking about freeing here, when I'm teaching about building a VA business from home. All right. But, that was my turning point, and I definitely know what it feels like to be at the mercy of other people. And I know what it feels like to be scared. And I know what it feels like to worry about, how we're going to pay the mortgage, things like that. But this is why we make shifts, right, in our lives and in our businesses and in our careers, right? Because we kind of just say never again, right? And, we say, I will never be put in that situation again, right? And that is the promise that I made to myself and my husband and my babies, is that I would never be put in that situation again. Because, it's my responsibility, right? If I wanted to contribute to my family financially, that I would figure out a way to do that without being in those chains, and I vowed that I would never be put in the position where I was, like living on someone else's terms or trust, or, the feeling that, a situation had power like that over me, like that, So can you guys feel me? You understand what I'm saying? And that's, where we're building in my team, right? So, we're building people who take financial control. They get in the driver's seat, right? Who go wherever they want to go, and, they're not going to go where people like tell them to go. Right. So, you may or not be that person, but that's exactly, who we're teaching. And that's what I'm talking about. Right. And so I'm going to show you something really exciting now, because as you can tell, I'm very, very fired up about this, and I can only open this up to a limited number of people. So, we won't be opening this up again until much later in 2024. And I mean, the time's going by so fast already, but so many of you may be wondering if you can jump on this anytime. And I'm going to tell you that we're going to open this up now, but again, it's going to be much later than 2024 when we open it up again, because we obviously have limited resources on being able to dedicate the time to each student. All right. So I'm not going for these big, massive numbers. I'm going for quality, because I want to work individually with each person and get them results. So I am really, really excited to extend an invitation for you to become our next success story in my Virtual Assistant Accelerator certification program. All right. So I want you to take everything that you've learned with us and our time together this week. All right. And we're not even done yet, but I want you to bring it full circle, and I want you to step into the place that you've been looking for. Okay. And the accelerator is honestly, it's the most simplistic path to getting your VA business off the ground. So whether you're brand new and, just at the idea phase, or you've started and you need that guidance to get your business up and running, right? Or maybe you're overwhelmed thinking about what to do next, or you're exhausted and you don't know where to start or where to go, or, maybe you're having a hard time getting clients, whatever the situation may be, right? Or, maybe you're loving the material in our challenge now, but you need more time, you need more step-by-step. And this is what I have built. All right. So exciting. So myself, along with my team, we're going to be working side by side with you to get your business going. All right. And I actually built this program myself as an entrepreneur who built my business from the ground up. All right. And I so wish that I would have had a program like this when I started out. Right. I needed that step by step, and I needed bite size, and, I really needed it to be actionable and something that I could really implement. I had 3 little kids that needed me. So something that I could do around taking care of my family and working a full-time job, right? And so I'm taking everything that I've learned and I've infused it into this program, all right? And so what we do together is we take actionable steps in a really organized fashion, and we just kind of infuse those into your business from start to finish, all right? So ask yourself, basically, if what you're doing right now is working, okay? And some of you are like, okay, yes, I want to know more. And, I want to take a look at this. So if you do, just drop the word accelerator in the comments, and, we will know that you want to take a look at the program. Okay. And all of the specifics are laid out on the registration page. So, you can take a look at that. And I do have some bonuses that I'm going to give you as well. And we're going to walk through everything right now. But just drop the word accelerator for those of you that are like, I want to be the next success story. I want to get my business off the ground sooner than later. I want to start making this new stream of income, right? And I want to coach under you, Jody, right? I want to work with your team. And I want you to show me how to do this, right? So just to put the word accelerator, okay, and our team will put the link as well in just a minute. But I know some of you are ready to go and you're like, I'm in. But I know that, I you might want to hear some of what's included as well. All right. So I'm going to show you. All right. So, and for those of you who are like, okay, I know this is going to be an investment, right? And good things do take investments, right? We invest in ourselves. All right. So how much is it, Jody? Well, I want to remind you that investing in yourself does take some mindset work. Okay. Yes, that was funny, Gordy. investing in yourself does take some mindset work, and you need to remember that this is an investment in yourself, and it's for the long haul. Okay, all right. So and honestly, starting a business takes a certain kind of mindset, right? It takes a money mindset, and you have to remember that building a business takes time, and it takes investments. All right, a lot of different investments, some financial investments, time investments in your in software, just like I've invested in myself, right? With a business coach. I actually have my own business coach. And yes, I've invested a hefty amount. And has it been worth it? Oh my gosh, yes. I would never be where I am today if I didn't invest in that. So this is what you're going to get with a program. All right. So for all of you that enroll, you're going to be going through a custom built program, and you can do it all at your own pace. And now I just want to mention that this originally was built as a live 8-week program, but we ended up changing it up a little bit because that's what our students wanted. We took a poll. Our students told us what they wanted, and we said, you know what, that's what they want. We're going to give them what they want. So now this program is more of a self-paced program, and it can be completed in as little as 8 weeks. But it can be done on your own timeline, all right? And, you're going to have access to also our invitation-only Facebook community, all right? No one else has access to that community, and it's only for program participants, okay? So how it's going to work is the program is broken up into 8 modules, all right? And as you go through the material, we're going to be assigning you specific bite-sized actions that you're going to be implementing into your business, okay? And we're going to guide you where to take a pause in each lesson, right, to implement all of these bite-sized action items. All right, because let's face it, you can watch all the videos in the world, right? And read all the materials, but if you're not taking action through the entire program, where the heck are you going to be at the end? So you'll have the knowledge, but you still won't be in a place to get your business launched. All right. So did you hear that? All right. This is not a program where you can watch some videos just to feel smarter. Okay. This is a program where you'll finish it. It's not a program where you're going to finish and not see the results. Okay. You'll literally be taking action throughout the entire program. All right. And all of these action items are also on a beautiful Trello board that is provided. It's included in the program. And all students will have their very own Trello board, which my team and I will be on, so that you can be held accountable, so that we can see your progress. So when you check off the action item, it actually turns green on the program, right? So you can't hide from us, right? And we'll be tracking your progress every single week. So we'll be cheering you on so that you don't fall by the wayside, because nobody's got time for that, right? And you're going to get it done. All right. And you're going to get it done because we're going to hold you accountable. All right. And that's what we all need, don't we? So, entrepreneurs by nature have a lot going on, and I call it SOS. It's shiny object syndrome, right? But this is going to keep you on task. So what I'm going to teach you are simple systems to get your business going. And the focus of the program is launching your business. All right. That's what it is. So, and how you can get your business started with just a solid start, a solid infrastructure. All right. So every single module is going to have a combination of video lessons. It has worksheets. It may have a guest expert or two thrown in there, or a guest speaker. There's tons of extra goodies, helpful strategy tools. And, I'm going to share everything that I use to run my business successfully. So there's weekly assignments for each module, and there's bonuses as well to make sure that's an engaging experience for you and that you understand all the material. All right. So I am actually going to share my screen because I want to show you exactly what is included inside the Accelerator program. Very, very exciting. Okay. All right. So first of all, this program is for you if you want to create a custom roadmap for your VA business with my personalized help. You're not exactly winning at getting your VA business from home off the ground, or you know what, you're struggling with getting clients. Okay. And you want so badly for your business to be successful, but wonder if you have what it takes, or are struggling to make time to focus on it the way that you need to. Okay. So here's the program outline. So module 1 is all about introduction in industry insights and personal strategy. And, we do an overview of the VA industry, a self-assessment. We talk about your niche. We dive further into niche, right? And initiating the client prospecting process. We don't wait until the very end. We actually start initiating the client prospecting process right in the very beginning to get those clients, to get us primed to get those clients in ASAP. Okay. Module 2 is all about business planning, branding, and online presence. And oops, that looks like it's a duplicate. But so we actually talk about business planning. All right. And we come up with a business plan because, again, we're serious about our businesses. We're not just becoming VAs just to, it's a serious business, right? It's not a hobby. So we are going to business plan, and we're going to create goals and actually talk about, legalities and how to register your business properly. Okay. And set you up for paying your taxes as well. Okay. And module 3 is about mastering more essential VA tools. It's about Trello and CRM software and setting up some efficient workflows and systems. Okay. And we really, really dive deep into that because we can't really dive that deep into it during a 5-day challenge, right? Module number 4 is all about marketing and networking strategies. We're going to talk about building your VA resume or your portfolio, marketing strategies for VAs. Okay. Because we have to get the word out. I mean, we have to market ourselves in order to get clients. VA job searching, and then really beginning to secure your client acquisition. Very, very exciting. Module 5 is all about pricing, sales skills, and client onboarding. This is where you set your pricing so that you are making some money. Okay. You are actually, your pricing is according, we price your packages according to what your income goals are. And we reverse engineer your income goals. And it's all done automatically. You just plug some numbers in and boom, it tells you what your hourly rate should be. It tells you what, how many packages that you need and how many clients you need in that package in order to make your income goals. Okay. And we work together on that. Module 6 is delivering high quality services. Of course, as VAs, we want to be pristine in our work, right? We talk about time management, communication, and feedback strategies. Module 7 is all about growth and scaling strategies. Now, this is where we can identify growth opportunities. And, if you want to grow your VA business, right? Some of us just may not want to do that. We may want to be a small VA with just a couple of clients, and that is perfectly fine. But if you ever think, hey, you know what? I want to grow. I want to take it to the next level. We have a module on that. All right. And then module 8 is where you will develop strategies for managing your time. All right. Also increasing your productivity. And what we also do is we include a 90-day map. All right. A 90-day plan. So that, when you're done with the program, you actually have the next 90 days planned out. All right. Because you need to take a breath and sometimes, a pause and just stop the squirreling and just set up a system for ourselves that truly makes the most of our time that, that we have to put toward our businesses. Right. Because there's only so many hours in a day. Right. And especially for those of you that work full time and have limited amount of time to put toward the program. All right. So this is everything that's included. And this is actually on the registration page. That's the link that my team just placed in the comments. All right. So thank you for doing that. And as you can see, it is an accredited program. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more in just a second. And I want to show you that you get all kinds of bonuses. And this is the most exciting thing right here. Okay. You'll also be getting 4 months of free access to my all new VA Vault. This is something that I'm very, very excited about. What's so great about this? Well, the VA Vault is a new membership. It's amazing. It's something that I wanted to put together because some of us want to specialize in certain things, right? Whether that be, oh my gosh, it can be anything, project management, real estate support, right? Bookkeeping, customer service, content marketing. And you know what? I don't know everything out there. So I will be bringing in experts who will help with these trainings. Okay. So what do you get inside the VA Vault? First of all, we get 2 accountability calls every single month. The first one is a Q&A Zoom where we all get on a Zoom call. We see each other. We ask questions. We figure out, our struggles, right? And we do this together face to face, which I love. Okay. It makes it so much more engaging. And then we have our monthly accountability Zooms, which actually are on the last Wednesday of every month. That's where we can stay on track. We look at our goals. We do the month review. and we plan the next month out every single month. Okay. We also have our hands-on application with a very, very amazing growing library of courses. And so basically the courses are going to be, oh my gosh, again, anything that you see up here, real estate support, how to do things specifically, like, even how to create a project or a customized project in Asana, or how to use pivot tables, or how to do advanced techniques in Excel. Okay. These are going to be really, really specific, specialized courses so that you actually will learn how to do things. All right. It's not just about the business building. Now it's actually gaining those skills, okay, to put in your tool belt. All right. So there's going to be up to 4 new courses featured every single month. So every week a new course is released. And when it's released, you get an email and it says, hey, there's a fresh course. You have access to it however long you want. You can rewatch it. You get all the cheat sheets. You get all of the documentation that goes with it. And also there are going to there's inside the vault is access to VA templates. All right. It says free here, but they're free to the people in the VA vault, all the members. All right. And those are normally sold separately. So now this is a new program, and I will just be adding more value to it as it grows. Okay. So I'm so excited, but you get 4 free months inside the VA vault, which is valued at $337. Okay. And I just threw that into the program. That's something new that I just threw into the program. Okay. So amazing. All right. So let me see. You're also going to be receiving all of our email marketing templates, our sales funnels, and now some of these extra bonuses, you may not need them today or tomorrow, but you'll have lifetime access to these. Okay. When you're in the program. All right. But after you've completed the program, you can always come back to your back office and you can grab those bonuses when you're ready. Okay. And now again, you can complete the program in as little as 8 weeks, but if you need more time, you can have more time, and that's great. And that's why we changed up the program a little bit. Okay. All right. But for those of you who come and take the program and you finish, like let's say that you finish within an 8-week time period, right? And you want access to this 1 year from now, 2 years from now, you'll have access to it. All right. So now go ahead and put Accelerator in the comments so that you can register for that today. Okay. All right. So I'm so excited. We also have an ongoing feed going in our Facebook community where you can ask your questions 24/7. And if you have any questions at all, just ask it in the feed and I will answer all of those personally. All right. You'll also have access to the group chat where you can chat with your classmates and, just kind of collaborate with some other aspiring VAs and even set up a referral system, right? There's so many things that you can do. Okay, so all of the curriculum inside the program is, it's video-based training, and it's going to be always available in the back office. All right, and it's bite-sized, and it always includes the action steps. Okay, all right. So you're probably wondering how much the program is. So what is your best guess? I'm just going to ask you guys. All right. So I have looked at comparable programs out there, and they're very, very pricey. And this program, especially with all of the new bonuses that I put in here, it's easily worth $1,500 for the 8 to 12 week program, especially because of the accreditation. Okay. And, I actually had to invest in the accreditation. All right. And I put this program had to go through a rigorous review through the ACLP. All right. Before it could be approved for accreditation. Okay. And so this is a fully accredited program, and, you're going to officially be certified as a VA when you complete it. Is that not cool or what? So here's the deal, and you will see it. If you're already on the page, then you're going to see that in just a second, but let me just come on down here, but take a look at this, you guys. All right. It's easily worth $1,500, but I've priced this at $497. Okay. And I'm telling you that that is an excellent deal. And, I really just want to make this affordable, right? Affordable for the ladies out there, the aspiring ladies that just want to become virtual assistants and who also want to be certified. Okay. Because I have been there. All right. And another way that I've made this affordable is that I do have the option to split up your payments in 2 payments of $275. So if you're looking for, more for the payment option, just be sure to let us know that, and we can send you a special link for that payment option. Okay. Because there's only one, I believe there's only one option on here. All right. So we can send you that link if you need it. All right. Very good. So again, you're going to get the 8 modules that you can work on at your own pace. You're going to get free access to the VA Vault for group coaching, bonus templates, resources, time with me. I'll be checking in with you every single week with a new specialized training in the Vault. And you'll be able to connect and collaborate with other students. All right. So you won't need another program to get your VA business off the ground. And plus you'll receive certification like that alone. Right. So the buck stops here. Okay. And you will officially be certified. This is the real deal. All right. And so for some of you, you may be looking at the price and thinking it's not a big investment because, hey, I'm going to have a business off the ground in 8 weeks, in as little as 8 weeks or so. So not a bad deal, right? But some of you might be thinking, oh my gosh, that's a lot. But I'm just going to say this because I care. But if $497 is a big investment for you, then you are the exact person that I made this program for. All right. Okay. Because, I told you what I went through, right? Being afraid, guilty, stressed, unhappy on the inside. And you know what? That is not life and it's not living, and how many times you're going to tell your family no, your kids no, and just feel guilty and want to do things with your family, and because you're here with me now, I know that you are the person that needs to get that business off the ground. All right. So you are absolutely the perfect candidate. And, if there's a will, there is a way, right? And only you know the answer to that. So I will say that if a number is an issue for you, then we need to do some mindset work together. Okay. And you need the support to be able to look at that investment a little bit differently. Okay. And any future investments as well, right? Because we have to add tools to our toolkit. All right. So now if it's been a struggle kind of the whole way for you and, you've been having a hard time getting your business started, or maybe you started it and you're just not growing the way that you wanted to, and it's something that you've been wanting to do for so long, right? Then nothing is going to change until you do. Okay. Right. Because obviously we can't wish for it, right? We've got to learn it, and we're always learning as VAs. And, you've got to have maybe somebody coaching you and teaching you how to do that, just like I have to do. Okay. With my own coach and my own programs that I join, because I'm always doing personal development. All right. But you just got to take that big step. All right. So I do have some homework for those of you who want it, and this is going to be for after today. All right. But it's going to be, when you're done today, go to YouTube and check out the video called Jump by Steve Harvey on YouTube. All right. So, because if you're saying to yourself, I want to do this, but I'm scared and I don't want to spend the money and whatever, but okay. All right. Because it's time to get that business off the ground, right? And we're going to be here to help you do that. Okay. So I believe my team has put the link in the comments, so we are good to go there. Excellent. All right. So now if you're getting everything that you need from our 5-day challenge this week, then by all means, you know what? Get that VA business going, ladies. All right. But if you really want the hand holding, the step-by-step and to become certified, then this program is definitely for you. Okay. All right. Awesome. So let's get on with session 3, you guys. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share the workbook, which is right here. All right. Excellent. All right. So what's today's focus on? It is all about building a robust online presence. Okay. Because, a strong online presence is so crucial for virtual assistants. Well, not just for virtual assistants, but anyone in business, right? And this is how you're going to showcase your skills, and it's going to be how you're going to connect with your potential clients and how you build your professional brand. All right. So by the end of today, you're going to have actionable steps to really start crafting your digital footprint. Okay. And the way we'll do this together today is we're going to start by creating a very compelling LinkedIn profile and a professional website. That's how we're going to start. Okay. Now, I don't want this to scare you off because, the way I'm going to teach you today is simple. All right. We're just going to start super simple, and you can build from here as your business grows. Okay. All right. So first of all, the importance of your online presence. All right. Why is it so important? Well, especially in today's digital age, right? We have the World Wide Web, right? Your online presence is most of the time, the very first impression that you make, on potential clients, right? And it can really set you apart from the competition, and it can establish your professional credibility, just like being a certified VA, right? And it can highlight your unique skills and all of your services, okay? And, your online presence really, it tells your story, right? And it showcases your expertise, and it makes it super easy for your clients to find you too, All right. So that's why it is just so important. All right. So now let's talk about the power of a unified online presence. Exactly what does that even mean, right? So, you know, before we focus solely just on LinkedIn, right, it is worth noting that, the importance of having a unified presence across all your social media platforms. All right. It's just a consistency. All right. So we're talking about consistency with your branding, your voice, like your messaging, right? Because that's all going to help to build trust and recognition to your audience, right? They're going to know that it's you, right? Because it's familiar and it's consistent. Okay. And that's what we're shooting for here. Okay. So, and they're, don't get me wrong, there's platforms like Instagram and Facebook, and those are also really, really excellent for showcasing, like a more personal side and engaging with your clients in like a less formal setting. Okay. But LinkedIn's, professional environment, it really makes it the ideal launch pad for, just establishing your professional brand as a virtual assistant. Okay. And that's why I've chosen that platform in our 5-day challenge. All right. So by really prioritizing LinkedIn in the workshop this week, we're not only tapping into a vast network of potential clients and possible collaborators, right? But we're also laying a really strong foundation for your broader online presence. Okay. So it can be in combination. Okay. And just remember that consistency across your platforms, it really enhances your visibility and, again, your brand recognition, and, just making it easier for clients to remember, right? And to choose you for their virtual assistant needs. Okay. So I am actually going to share with you what my LinkedIn profile looks like so you can kind of get an idea. All right. So I'm going to switch screens here and make sure that I am sharing them. Yeah, very good. Excellent. Okay. So this, you guys, is my LinkedIn profile. Okay. So you won't be able to see the workbook for a few minutes, but that's okay. And hopefully you have it printed. If not, don't worry about it. But so the first thing I want to mention is your professional headshot. All right. So your profile picture should definitely be recent, right? It should be friendly, right? And inviting. And, just remember that a great photo really invites your potential clients to view your profile. It's friendly. Again, it's inviting. It makes them want to click on it, right? And then I want to talk about the headline right here and the header. So just make sure that you're writing a headline or crafting a headline that kind of just goes beyond just your job title. Okay. Like you can include your niche, okay, maybe what you offer, how you add value. Now you can see right here, I have certified business strategist, operations management and automation, empowering women, keynote speakers, coaches, and leadership experts. That's who I like to work with, okay? That really niches it down, doesn't it? So an example for you could say something like maybe dedicated virtual assistant, right? Specializing in social media management and content creation, right? Empowering your brand to shine, something like that. Okay. That's just an example. So just remember that, make it really compelling right here. Okay. And your summary is really, this is really your elevator pitch. Okay. So just kind of like, highlight your experience, your skills, maybe what sets you apart. Right. And just remember to be personable, professional, and just, allowing potential clients to kind of get to know you. All right. It's almost like, inviting them in, like, it's kind of like I don't know, maybe like your front porch and you want to be able to invite them in, right? Okay, so as far as your experience and your skills, you're going to want to list all of your relevant experience and skills, okay? So let me just come down to this area. So there's an about, right? And here's your services. You can actually add different things here. And then when you come down here, you're just going to list all of your different experience. But see, as you all know, I transitioned into, I'm now a chief operations officer for a client. And I started out as a virtual assistant a decade ago. And I'm now like, I climbed the ladder. I climbed my own ladder. Isn't that awesome? So just make sure that you're, really, really showcasing your services. Okay. And these are the areas where you just fill in. Now see these little pencils, this is where you can click edit and you can add all of your own custom information. Okay. All right. So, this really can help, set you apart from the competition. Right. And again, it tells your story, it showcases your expertise, okay? And it really just, makes it easy, again, for the clients to see what you have to offer, okay? All right, so let me see what else I have here for you on the LinkedIn page. And then of course you put your experience here, all right? Because they want to know, clients want to know. I mean, if you did hiring, if you put yourself in the client's shoes, you're going to want to be able to see, who you're hiring, right? And what they're able to do for you. Okay. All right. Excellent. So now we are going to talk about a website. Okay. All right. Let me just get back over here to my screen. All right. To go to the next page. All right. So now we're going to talk about designing a professional website. Now, I just want you to know, you do not have to have a website to get started. Don't worry about it. You can just use your social, right? Okay. So don't, no analysis paralysis, but in order to, really be able to showcase your skills and get yourself out there, it really is a good idea to have some kind of online presence as on a website. Okay. But so today's primary focus is on LinkedIn. All right. But let's, just remember that a professional website kind of acts like your like a central hub, okay, for your online presence. And it also provides a more comprehensive overview of who you are, the services that you offer, and how clients can engage with you, all right? So just think of your website as like an extension of your LinkedIn profile, okay? And it just kind of offers a more, just a little bit more depth and maybe a personal touch to your professional narrative, all right? So I am going to share with you my website that I use for my services, okay? So I'm just going to switch screens here and make sure that I'm good to go. All right, excellent. So this is my website. All right, and as you can see, I do keep it simple, but I want when potential clients come to my website, I want them to see what I do. I streamline operations and I automate success, and I like to help women keynote speakers, coaches, and leadership experts in their businesses. Okay, it tells them how much experience I have, my approach, the different services that I offer, and it's just about team support. And I also have my client success stories, and then I have an about me section on the bottom. I also have a newsletter, which is very important to do because it adds them to my email list so that I can contact them in the future. Okay. All right. So that's the main page. All right. So you basically just want to kind of clearly communicate who you are, what you do, and, kind of have like a strong call to action. Okay. We call that a CTA. All right. You're also going to want to have an about page where you're going to share your story, why you're passionate about being a VA. All right. And here's my about page. This is basically my bio, what my approach is, my experience, who I've worked with, what I'm passionate about, right? Okay. So that is, that's an important piece of that puzzle. Okay. All right. And then you're going to want to have a services page as well. So if I click on my services, you're going to see, basically what you want to do is you just want to clearly list the services that you offer, right? How you deliver your value and any packages or pricing. Now, you don't have to put your pricing. I do not have pricing on my page. Let me see here. Packages. All right. So here are my packages right here. Now, I only offer 2 packages at this moment. I offer 5-hour blocks, and I offer, which are paid in advance, by the way. And we're going to talk about pricing tomorrow, I believe, on day 4. And I also offer hourly packages because, sometimes you have a client who maybe has like a one-off thing that they need and they don't want to purchase a 5-hour block. So that is my personal choice. All right. But a lot of times many VAs exclude their pricing on their website. Like I don't have it on there and then they quote pricing on a sales call instead. All right. So just be clear and concise with your offering. All right. And then the other thing that you're going to want to have is a contact page. All right. Just really make it super easy for potential clients to reach you. All right. So you can include a contact form just like this right here. You can include your email address if you want to. You can include links to your social media profiles if you want here. I have mine on the very bottom, but I just have this and it simply sends an email right to my email inbox. Okay. And you could also maybe even have a calendar page where they can book a call directly with you if that's what you'd like to do. Okay. And I have, because I have multiple streams of income, I have different websites, and some of my sites I do allow to book calls, and other sites I don't, because sometimes I just like to get the email and get a feel for what the client needs, and then I will reach out to them and add a personal touch. Okay, alrighty. So that is it for the website, and I thought it would be really super helpful for you all to be able to see that. All right, so we're just on page 13 and 14. So that you can kind of fill in the blanks to, make sure that you're designing your professional website, that you are creating a really compelling LinkedIn profile. Okay. And we are going to wrap things up. All right. So today is hashtag day 3 homework. All right. And, I think just trying to create a LinkedIn profile and, some kind of website presence is enough for today. Okay. So your action items today are to begin creating your LinkedIn profile with a focus on your VA niche. All right. And again, just pay special attention to what I just showed you, your headshot, your headline, your summary, your experience sections. Okay. Because we want to make your profile as compelling as possible. All right. And then I want you to sketch an outline for your website and plan the content for each key page. All right. Just like I showed you. All right. We showed you the home page, the about page, your services, and then how to contact you. Okay. So we can keep it super simple. Not a lot of tabs on that website. Okay. And that's the way to do it. And you can always build upon it later. All right. So your homework again is your LinkedIn profile draft. Finish drafting your LinkedIn profile. Maybe get some feedback from your peers or mentors to refine it, or just maybe ask right here in the collective, give us a link to your LinkedIn profile, and we'll take a look at it and give you our feedback. Okay. And then number 2 for your homework is to plan for multiple platform presence. So now, again, we're only focusing on LinkedIn right now. Okay. Because, we want to keep this simple. We're going to keep this bite size. All right. But I want you to just think about how you can extend your brand, okay, across other platforms. And you're probably on other platforms. I know you're on Facebook because you're here. But maybe draft some ideas for like Instagram or Facebook, or whatever platform that you want to choose that really align with your LinkedIn brand, okay? Because you want it to be cohesive, right? And you want it to be consistent, right? And maybe even the same profile picture and the same bio or description. Alrighty. So think about that. And then number 3 is your website outline. So just develop a detailed outline for your professional website. And so again, your homepage, your about page, services and contact. So it's really, really simple. Okay. And, just think about any images or graphics that you're going to want to use to really, really, make your website really, really nice and make it pop. All right. So, just take a look at page 15. This is your homework. And just remember that building your online presence, again, this is not going to be something that's going to happen overnight, right? It's going to be ongoing. But just by laying that solid foundation right now, like you're starting it solid from the beginning, right? And building upon it, you're setting yourself up for success, okay? And all these steps, all these things that we're building upon one another are really just going to help us to begin to just kind of carve out your space in the online world. Okay. So it's just going to make it easier for clients to find you and, and really appreciate your unique offers. Okay. And your services. So the bonuses for this week are really, really cool. The first one is a Canva website template that you can just click on the button in your workbook on page 15, and it'll take you to a template. Just make a copy of that. And you can actually create a free website right in Canva. Okay. So check that out. And I would love to see a link to that. If you can, fit that in your homework tonight, I would love to see that. That would be amazing. And then the other bonus is a LinkedIn 101 tutorial that will help you if you're not established on LinkedIn yet and you want to get established on that. That's really, really helpful. And it gives you step-by-step on how to do that. All right. Okay. Excellent. So that is your homework. Again, drop your homework in the feed. All right. So And, now because we only have 5 days together, right? It's really, really hard to get into all the nitty gritty together here. I'm actually going to stop. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right. So again, because we only have these 5 days together, right? It goes by so fast, and it is hard to get into all the nitty gritty, right? While we're all here together. So, make sure that you're going and watching the replays if you have to. Okay. But, and again, and that is where the accelerator program that I just introduced to you today is really going to drill down into. Okay. It's all those little details. It's the hand holding, the step-by-step, and, the direction and the brainstorming and all of that. Okay. All right, you guys. So there we have it. That was a deep dive into getting yourself out there so you can be seen on in the online world. All right. So let's go out there and get your online presence established. All right. Because this is really a crucial part of getting your VA business up and running. All right. So take a deep breath and just let those creative juices flow and strategic juices flow as well. And just, continue to turn your vision into a really tangible, thriving business, because I'm telling you, it's doable and you've got this. Okay. And I can't wait to see how your online presence really levels up. All right. So I will see you tomorrow for another exciting day of our challenge, which is going to be all about pricing strategies and client onboarding. Okay. All right. So don't forget about our giveaway on our last day on Friday. All right. Woohoo. Exciting. So make sure that you're posting your homework. And you know what? Don't forget to, post in your stories that you know what you're doing today. Take a picture of me. And you know what? Tag me in your stories. I'll give you a shout out. Tell people what we got going on here. So much fun. All right. So you guys, thank you again. I am so proud of you for being here and sticking through this. Day 3. As I said, this week's going to go by super fast. So let's make the most of our time together and really implement and get our homework done and take action. Okay. So thank you so much. And I will see all of you tomorrow. All right. Bye.